Oh my god, okay, so we all know Morphe came out with a new palette, Morphe came out with new lips. It is time to start fall, time to start autumn off. It is time to get into this look, you guys. Today is going to be the unboxing, first time try on Morphe palette, you guys. This is the 3503, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Mwah. I'm always excited when Morphe comes out with new colors and new palettes and new things and new collaborations. Let's just get right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox right now. This is the cute little box that it comes in. So hot. I love this. Obviously, by looking at this, you guys, we already know what colors are gonna be in the palette. It is called the 3503 Fierce by Nature. Underneath, 5 new lip colors. So pretty. Like, I mean, these auburn colors are so nice. Let's go ahead and open the palette. So kind. This is an artistry palette. Inside, the colors are beautiful. Like, this is stunning. So I love that it comes with the slip. It does tell you the name. So some names are Ferocious, Come Alive, Red Alert, Ignition, Mesmerize, Infernal, Unstoppable, Disrupt, Embers, Smoked Out. This palette does really give off the whole KKW fire palette that she released this year. I feel like this is kind of better. I feel like to be fire and be fierce and ferocious and heat and autumn, this definitely screams it. I love, like, it has like a pop of green. All right, you guys, enough talking. Let's get right into this bitch. So let's go ahead and start these brows. This is the brow that I usually use when I go into a show. I would say it's like almost normal. I mean, it's obviously not. Okay, so that's pretty set. Okay, the brows are on. So let's go ahead and get this highlight underneath. Ooh, wow. Okay, so all my concealer, you guys, I did go a little lighter. Isn't it so crazy how like summer is literally over, you guys? Like, I want to say, like, this summer I had the best time. So many new things came out this summer. New makeup, new palettes. I mean, it was just a lot. I actually think it was a little too much, but rather have too much than too little. If I had to pick a colorful palette that kind of stood out with me this year that was like amazing, I would definitely say the Jawbreaker from Jeffree Star Cosmetics was definitely impactful. Like, the Pride palette from Morphe was amazing. I think one palette that I kind of thought that was amazing, but that wasn't really amazing, that I actually only used one time, was probably the Anastasia Alyssa Edwards. I didn't really care for that, but I mean, I don't really care for Anastasia shadows anyways. I just feel like those are like the most memorable ones, as in like I use them, you know? You guys probably have like a different point of view. Okay, so this highlight is definitely brighter than what I would usually do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set on my underbrow. Make sure it's completely set. I love a bright highlight, but I don't really like it to be so white. Like, I hate clown white. Unless you're gonna be like in drag and on stage in clown white, yeah, but I feel like clown white is like, ugh. Like, I don't know about that. So let's go ahead and deepen up my brows. I wanna see it super defined. So because it is Morphe, I'm gonna go ahead and team up the shadow with the Morphe I Primer. It is one of my favorite primers for eyes right now. This is the Eyelid Primer in Translucent from Morphe. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the brush and just kind of buff it all over. And lately, if you guys haven't caught on yet, I've been doing my eyes first. I've been kind of obsessed. Usually I like to do my face first. After I apply my primer, I like to kind of take a blender and just kind of really push it into the skin, just like that. And it goes on translucent, so this can go underneath any type of color. I'm gonna use these 5 brushes here. I literally did my eyeshadow last week and I was like, wow, these brushes are pretty dope. I love them. So shout out to Hank and Henry for sending me these. I love them. I mean, obviously, we're gonna use the green for the lid. I honestly, by just looking at it, I feel like I'm about to use like 8 colors. I don't know. I'm gonna get an orange in my crease because I really want a soft orange crease. So I'm gonna start something right here. We really want to focus on building color. Wow, that's pretty. This is like an auburny color, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix this auburny. You guys, I love Morphe shadows. They're so pigmented. They're so easy to use. Look at that pigment. It's just fucking amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a bigger brush because I really want to blend out the edges with a really soft orange. Wow, that's pretty. We're gonna go ahead and dip into like this, like a darker brown. Let's kind of really deepen the edges. Wow, that's so pretty already, you guys. Like, this right here is like definitely my lane. This is something that I would wear like literally all the time. I love these beautiful brown, sultry, smoky, like red undertones. So I'm gonna go ahead and change my brush now. This is Hank and Henry as well. And I'm gonna start pulling out like a deeper color. So this color is almost like an ashy brown. Let's go ahead and start really pressing this into the edge of the eye, just like that, to really deepen it. We wanna make sure the color is not only seamless, but it's blended. So it's really good to keep a little big brush like this. I love this one. It kind of just blurs everything out. This one's the Morphe M501. I don't really dip it into any color. It's kind of used as like an eraser. So if you guys have really trouble blending, the trick to trouble blending, you guys, is to keep a brush that does not have any product on it. Think of it as like a clean brush where you just take it, just kind of buff it out. Because when you have color on it, you're depositing it onto the skin and you're not really blending. You're kind of just adding color. Right now, when you have enough color, you don't really want to add any more. You just kind of want to like blend it out. So that's a little tip and trick. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Oh, that's stunning. So now let's go ahead and add some black into the shadow. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of black right here. When it comes to the black, I like to kind of pack it on versus really buffing it around, because I really want the black to be super pigmented. When you buff it around, you tend to move the shadow around a lot. Oh, it's stunning. Now we're gonna go ahead and put some white underneath. So white liner is on, and the reason why, you guys, I do the white liner first, because sometimes when you put the black underneath, you can't really see the white. Let's go ahead and buff underneath. Let's get some orange on there. I want some orange. Let's just really make sure the orange is super orange. I love that. Okay, so same thing on this eye. I really want like a buff out, kind of orange wrap around kind of shadow. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get some dark colors underneath. Let's go ahead and wrap that one color like that. Ooh, that's pretty. You know exactly where I'm about to cut that crease. So we're gonna go ahead and pull a flat brush out. This is color Bare Canvas. I love this stuff. Oh my God, it's like butter. And now let's go ahead and cut that crease. Can I get a zoom in, please? Zoom in really close. Wow. Same thing on the other side. Wow. So as that dries, we're gonna go ahead and get some foundation on. I'm just gonna clean up underneath real fast. I totally just wiped off all the orange that I did on the bottom. Okay, so let's get some primer on. So just taking a little bit of Kat Von D Dermablend, and I'm just literally mixing it, trying to create my color. So I'm just literally mixing it. You guys, I should be like a fucking foundation color matcher person, because I'm actually so fucking good at it. Here you go. Let's take a beauty blender and let's blend everything. Okay, so now the foundation is on. As I'm looking at my eye right now, it's starting to get drier and drier. When you deal with the P.LOUISE Cut Crease Cream Base product, you want to make sure it dries, because if you go right away, it is a little too wet and you might get like this weird sticky effect. You guys want to make sure you guys have some patience. So in the meantime, when it dries, I like to kind of just get everything else on. Get the beauty blender, and now we start blending. Once I start to set my makeup, I'm gonna blow out the orange. So now everything is ready to be set. My skin, I love this. The combo that I did for my skin today are these babies. So I went ahead and did the Dermablend. This is face and body. Also, I combined it with 2 Kat Von D products. Now, I literally mixed these colors because I did not have my color in my studio anymore. I need to actually go to a Sephora. But, I mean, if you can mix it, why not? You know, I love to use the filling. Now, I set a lot, okay? So, I like to make sure my makeup is staying in place. And sometimes I breathe it in. Okay, so now take a brush, wipe it off. If you're dating someone and this is the first time they see you wear makeup and you're doing this, they're probably like freak out a little bit. Guys, it's gonna get a little colorful. It's gonna get very, very colorful. I know right now it's probably like, oh my God, Kimora, you look the same. No, it's gonna get crazier. Now let's go ahead and get one of your favorite light powders. I love to use the Studio Fix powder as a light powder. So this is the color NW10, and I love to kind of just press it. Look at the difference. Like, it just literally highlights you and glows you out. Now this is very drag, but I mean, whatever. I feel like everyone just looks very makeup-y nowadays, so it doesn't really matter what you do. So it kind of just scopes it out. So now you guys can tell, like, I'm gonna contour right here, kind of bring up the bronzer here, and then do my chin. So now let's go ahead and get one of my brushes, and let's go ahead and just get back to this eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put some more orange on. Oh wow, it's so gorgeous. Okay, we're getting more color for you guys. So in the palette, I'm using like the most brightest orange you can see, just like that, and then some pink. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go back again, blend out that liner, just like that. Oh yeah, that's stunning. Now I really want to define crease, so let's go ahead and just bring some right here, just like that. Wow, that's stunning. So now we're gonna go ahead and start packing on the green, which I'm very, very excited about because this green is super bright. This is the palette. I literally jumped from like these colors to the black. I did a little bit of the orange. I just kind of went all around, you guys. I kind of went like this way and up to here. Now the bottom, what's making it so bright, it is this really, really pretty hot neon orange. So let's go ahead and dump in some green. Let's see what it does. Wow, okay, pretty. There's like fallout everywhere. Fuck. So because there's a lot of fallout, we're gonna put some powder because I don't trust this. Okay, so let's go ahead and pack this green on. It's definitely a pretty green. That's pretty. Okay, so the green is pretty much on. This is as green as I can get it to be. By literally looking at my lid and looking at the palette, it looks like the same green. I'm so happy I went ahead and put the powder underneath because I could see a lot of green. See the green kind of coming down? It's okay, it's good, it's fine. I want a really, really pretty transition color right here because it's like green, white, and then black. It's just weird. So let's go ahead and pack in some orange just to really help the color blend nicely. So see how I'm doing that. So I'm just taking it and just really pack it like that. Stunning! Okay, cool. So now that is on. Let's go ahead and wipe off everything and see and hope and pray the green follow is gonna disappear. Okay, it totally did. Perfect. Oh, stunning! Let's go ahead and bronze out and contour. I'm gonna really, really define cheek. Remember you guys, all contour, keep everything going up. Now take a small brush and let's go ahead and contour that fucking nose of yours. Just kidding, just kidding. Let's go ahead and stop right here because I'm starting to feel very, very dry. Let's go ahead and set that face just a little bit. I need some moisture. Okay, pretty, 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 pretty. And then while that dries, we're gonna go ahead and line up my lid. So now you guys know in the previous video, we went ahead and played with HAUS Laboratories. Lady Gaga came out with an amazing, amazing liner. That when I tell you this liquid liner is amazing. After the video, I didn't literally tell anyone this. It took me forever to take it off. Watch how black it is. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and deepen right here just a little bit. See that? So much pretty when you deepen it with liner. Ah, stunning! Okay, cool. So everything is set. Now there is a really, really pretty shimmer green in here. So it's gonna be like this color. I'm actually kind of feeling to put that on my eye a little bit. I feel like at the inner corner is gonna be pretty nice. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at the difference. Boring. Gorge. I mean, my eye is pretty much set and done. So let's go ahead and wipe away the nose contour. Let's go ahead and highlight before I put the lashes because y'all know, I think my face is just too matte. I'm gonna go ahead and use some of these colors in here for my blush. So let's go ahead and just tap it like that. Now we are ready for lashes. We're gonna go ahead and pull out some Tati lashes. Tati lashes are known for having the most biggest lashes you could ever think of. I love them so much. And this one is called the TL5. It's a 3D mink. Okay, so as those lashes are starting to dry down, we're gonna go ahead and pick out a really, really pretty lip color. Morphe came out with 5 new lip shades. So let's go ahead and line our lips first. This one's called Guide Me. It's like a mauve brown kind of color. And I think it's gonna go good with this look. Okay, so that's on. Usually when I do liner, I like to kind of line my lips first and then I fill in with liner just to make sure the blend is there. And this one's called Vibes. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Okay, you know what? I want to add one more. This one's called Sass Act. I feel like this is gonna be really pretty too. Gorgeous. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and got a little carried away. I'm gonna add some more blush, but like really right here. So the look is done. Let's go ahead and set this down. Give me a minute. Let me go get a wig on and bitch, let me give you the last. Alright you guys, we have the final look. I'm feeling very fall. What do you guys think about the new palette? We're gonna go over some of the colors that I used today. This is the Fierce by Nature palette. I love it. I mean, look at this. I did use a lot of the colors. I think I used more than 8 than I predicted. So I went ahead and kind of stuck around these browns. I did a little bit of like these nice neon pink, neon orange. I did combine it with a little bit of a mauve. And then I use these colors a lot. I love that it does have the 2 pop of green. I've actually never seen a palette like this before where it's just all browns and then there's like 2 really, really crazy, cool, fun colors. Morphe, you never let me down. I'm so excited for this launch, you guys. You guys, I had so much fun. Thank you so much for playing makeup with me. So if you guys want to see me every single week, I want to see you guys as well. Hit that subscribe button because I have videos out every single Tuesday, every single Friday. Do not miss the mark. I can't wait to see you guys in a few days.